On Monday, we talked about how our brain responds to a clear goal and how setting one programs our RAS to start seeking out everything that will move us towards it. Then yesterday, we introduced the 95-5 rule, the idea that we should spend most of our focus not on the big outcome, but on the daily process that gets us there. Today, I want to give us a practical tool for building that process. It's called reverse engineering. It takes goal setting from feeling overwhelming to feeling totally doable. Here's the basic idea. We start with our big outcome goal, the thing we ultimately want to achieve, and then we work backwards. So, what needs to happen in the next year for that goal to be within reach? What needs to happen in the next 6 months? What needs to happen in the next month to reach that 6-month goal? And then what needs to happen this week to be on track for the month? So when we reverse engineer a big goal, something really cool happens. It stops living in the abstract future and becomes part of our daily life. It stops feeling like a distant dream and starts feeling like just a series of very manageable actions. Let me walk us through an example. Let's say our goal is to compete at a higher level by the end of the next year. So whatever that looks like in your sport. It might feel big and maybe a little daunting, that goal, but when we reverse engineer it, it breaks down like this. So we know that to compete or move to that next level, we probably need to improve our consistency and some specific skills. So this year, we need to commit to a certain number of practice sessions, maybe work with a coach, attend a clinic, maybe enter more competitions to build our experience. And then in the next 6 months, that might mean completing a specific number of weekly practice sessions and identifying the right events to enter. And perhaps this month, that might mean scheduling those practice sessions, reaching out for additional training opportunities, things like that. And then for the week, it might mean putting 3 practices on the calendar, and perhaps researching coaches in our area or in our field. So do you see how that works? The big goal didn't change, but our relationship to it completely changed. So it's no longer just something out there. It's something that we can take one step toward today. And those steps are our process goals. They're something we can control, something that belongs entirely to the present moment. And they're the kind of daily deposits that build our confidence at the same time. Because remember, we get small wins every time we meet a process goal. So back to the fact that doing a little bit every day adds up to a lot. Reverse engineering is just how we figure out what that little bit should be. And remember, if you want to go even deeper on tools like these, I invite you to join the Mental Game 101 Inner Circle. That's where I send the deeper dives, the free resources, and the tools that go beyond what we cover here on the podcast. And this week, I'm sending the Inner Circle members a free goal setting worksheet, a reverse engineering tool that walks you through breaking your big outcome goal all the way down into your process goals for this week. So the link to sign up is in the show notes. It takes 30 seconds and it's completely free. Then after today, our power statement should make perfect sense. So claim it for your own this week. I focus on the process one day at a time. So repeat it after me and do so with a strong internal voice. I focus on the process one day at a time. And tomorrow, we're going to talk about the powerful connection between goal setting and confidence, and why having clear goals is one of the most reliable ways to build our belief in ourselves.